Hey guys, what's going on? It's DaleyGaming here, and I am back with some more of the Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars mod. Today we have a battle on Tatooine. This might not necessarily be Mos Eisley, it might just be another town on Tatooine, because it doesn't exactly have... Well, it kind of looks like Mos Eisley, but not the usual landmarks you see. So we'll just call it a Tatooine town here, with some vehicle wreckage in the background and stuff like that. Either way, the Imperials decide to create a nice little base here. This is not my map. I actually don't know who made this map. Whoever knows, let me know. It could be Mighty. I don't know, Mighty does a lot of Star Wars maps, and a lot of the maps in here are his. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel yet, you definitely should. It's very good. Either way, today the Rebels are going to be assaulting the Imperial base. I didn't give the Rebels any vehicles, because I did try it with some vehicles and it kept on crashing, so hopefully it doesn't crash without any vehicles. But the Empire does have some turrets, so let's go over the Empire's defense first. So we've got the main base with sort of the last-ditch defenses in here. There aren't a ton of people in here, but there's enough to defend a little bit. Also, this is a huge choke point, so I have a feeling there's going to be a mass slaughter here if the Rebels do make it that far. Then on the very outer perimeter, we've got two of these ion cannons here and plenty of stormtroopers surrounding them as well. Then we have a nice little outer shell here with stormtroopers defending these sandbags right here. And as you can see on the mini-map, that's sort of like this. If you look at the top left, that's this area. That's the outer shell. And then there's a line going up this side here because they have the cover of this building, and then they've also got a little bit of cover over here. So we set up some stormtroopers along this end to defend here, sort of this area. And then we also have some facing down this alley a little bit, and they're going to be able to also shoot these guys back here, and then we've got another turret here. So it gets a little iffy here. The stormtroopers here run the risk of getting flanked, but as long as they can maintain their fire and hold this position, they should be fine. But they obviously needed someone to counter the massive rebel force that's over here, and these guys, just won't be able to do it, because then the rebels would be able to go down this alleyway and sort of get a side flank on them, so they really needed someone here. So it's not the perfect position, but it's definitely going to be okay. And the rebels, they have an assortment of weapons. There's about 200-ish of them and probably around 50 stormtroopers, so the stormtroopers are heavily outnumbered. But that's okay. Either way, let's go ahead and get this party started. Enough talking. I'm going to go ahead and press start, and then I'm going to go ahead and send a couple squads of rebels forward just to get this shindig going here. And we're going to go in slow-mo for the first little bit here, just because I like to do that and see how the battle goes in that way. I have a feeling maybe over here the first shot will be fired. Let's go ahead and turn off clip camera. Lets us go further down. I get a question about that a lot. How do you go further down? That would just be pressing clip camera position. Alright, these rebels are walking really slow, so we'll go ahead and up to normal speed here. Just for a little while. Oh, okay, so first firing, we'll go back down to slow-mo now that the battle has started. First firing did happen over here, and it looks like all ends of stormtroopers are starting to target the rebels that are down that way. However, these guys have started opening up as well, and so now these stormtroopers are just getting hammered. They're not fighting back against those guys. These guys are a little bit, but they really need to turn around and address the problem to their flank. These guys over here, they don't actually have a shot on any of the rebels. They have a shot on these guys, they're just not taking it yet. Alright, looks like they have started to engage those rebels up there. But the far right is probably faring the best, actually having eliminated the majority of the rebels that came forward already, though they still have a ways to go. These guys in the front here are actually facing a lot of resistance and getting somewhat trashed here. They're having a tough time. But the middle of the defense seems to be still going okay. They're not really firing back at these rebels up here, which is going to be a problem, especially because it's very uneven ground, so the rebels might be able to head glitch them a little bit and fire when they're not able to fire. The cannons don't appear to be doing much good. Oh, no, they're firing now. Okay, there we go. Let's see, how many kills has it racked up? Only one, okay. How about this one? This one's got none. Yeah, it looks like the foot soldiers are going to be doing the most damage here. I don't see many high kills here. None of these guys have any kills. I've seen like 1s and 2s. But not a ton of kills coming from the Stormies. These guys have like barely any. How'd you manage to kill all these guys with no kills? Beats me. Either way, Stormtroopers are having some trouble defending their area now, but they're holding better than I would have expected. Let's go back to normal speed here. Just for the sake of being able to see the battle in its full glory. Makes things go a little faster, makes it more beautiful. Whatever this little cannon here is really effective. Shoots like white bullets. He's got 4 kills. He might be the hero. It might one-shot, actually. That's what it's looking like. But that is an effective cannon for the Imperials. Oh, a couple of them have them over here, too. There's still plenty of rebels alive over here, and they're crawling forward slowly. But are there enough to break the defense completely? Actually, it looks like it. They've almost broken the outer right here, and these guys are probably getting lower and lower health, although they are still managing to upkeep their fire, which is really necessary when you're defending. The far left over here seems to actually be faring the best, having wiped out 2 entire squads here, and then they've still got a lot more coming up to challenge them. I think these guys are probably the most effective rebels because they're getting the nice flank shot, and they also have some cover with the buildings to their side, and these guys have no cover, so they're being really effective. But they are facing a little bit of resistance here from the Imperials. That's probably the weakest point, is this bit right here. And that's why we put it up there, to cover these guys. But now that that has fallen, these guys are taking a lot more fire, and from a lot of directions. Looks like the outer wall up here has all but fallen. Only 2 stormtroopers left. If they stay down and manage to toss some grenades at the rebels, that's probably how they're going to be most effective. Alright, this is playing out quite nicely. Oh, looks like one of the cannons has gone down. The other one's still living, though. Alright. And these guys over here are doing well. Oh, and then one dies as soon as I say that. But they do seem to actually be holding out pretty well. Although now they're going to be attacked from the front and also have to deal with these guys at the rear, so they might end up falling pretty soon here. But they do have these guys supporting them as well, which is nice. Everywhere I just see stormtroopers getting hit from one way or the other. So I don't think there's any hope for the outer defense, really. I think they're going to go down. There's just too many rebels for them to handle. The last hope is the inner defense, which does have enough men, I think, to hold, especially if the outer defenses here manage to get just a couple more kills would be great. You know, just dwindle the rebels a little bit more. And this is like Hamburger Hill up here. It's just tearing men apart. Really, no one can get by. I think it's that white ion cannon that really does it. I'm just guessing it's an ion cannon. I have no idea. Yeah, that guy's got 17 kills. That thing is a beast. Without him, this defense would have fallen a long time ago. I'm surprised he hasn't fallen yet. What are the odds of that one guy still managing to live? Yeah, he's the last one. He went down, though. Looks like the defenses over there have fallen as well. And there's only a few guys on these very inner defenses here. And soon the rebels will have to start marching indoors. And the people indoors have actually already started skirmishing a little bit with the rebels. At least the ones that they're able to hit. But they might want to lay low and just wait for them to come in, but I can't control them, so... Well, I could, but I'm not gonna, because then I get yelled at by passionate fans. Either way, the rebels are coming in here. They're starting to filter more and more towards the inner defenses. And we've got this nice little side flank here, which is gonna work out nicely, I think, and the guys in the inside, which are obviously going to be helpful. Looks like a couple grenades going off here. Didn't manage to really do anything. I'm not sure who threw that. Maybe this guy before he died. Either way, yeah, now the first rebel's starting to make it in. But like we thought, it is a bit of a choke point, so they're dying without the cover. They're going to have to like filter into the sides, maybe. If they can take over this area, then they'll be good. But these guys are going to give them a heck of a fight, I'm sure. And it's sort of slow moving here. Rebels not really wanting to push all the way in. They're just slowly creeping like ants. But those who do make it to the doorway do seem to go down pretty fast. But more stormtroopers are starting to go down. Looks like the guys on the left here have started to participate in the fight, and they are crushing them, it looks like. Just getting a nice crossfire between the middle and the sides. But this guy is just facing a wall, so he'll be alive for a while, I'm assuming. Oh man, these poor stormtroopers. They know they're doomed. It's just a last-ditch effort now. It looks like one of the guys from the sides did go down. Oh, one of these guys has the white streaks going. He's going to be effective, I feel like. If we saw that guy absolutely destroying outside, I'm sure this guy will do even better inside when they've got a nice choke point. These rebels are a bit confused by the concept of walls, it looks like. They'll figure it out. But now we're not getting the middle crossfire, now we're only getting the sides, it looks like. Which is a shame, but this guy is still managing to absolutely wipe them out. What gun is that, I wonder? Oh, he's getting nailed now. Yeah, he's in for not a fun time. What is that? E11 arc, okay. It only holds 10 bullets, but each one of those is a kill. Ooh, and he's getting naded. He's got to run. Oh, he's down. Alright. Still a couple stormtroopers back here, though. Oh, another white-beamed knight. Let's see how many kills he's got. 3. I wanna do some firing with this bad boy, just for the heck of it. Ah, he went down. Let's we can try and get a grenade off here, as long as they get a little closer. Come on. We'll toss a preemptive one. See if that does anything. No, he went down, but did manage to get a kill, I think. Maybe a kill or 2. Still got 3 stormtroopers, or 4 actually. One's off to the side there. Let's see if we can't get a grenade off here. Legendary! You're a freaking legend, man. Oh, that was a good one. Alright, we got 1 stormtrooper left here, defending his area here like a champ. No, he went down. He cocked the grenade, though. It's gonna explode? Yeah. Alright, and that was it for the stormtrooper defense of the Tatooine base here. The rebels brought the forces they needed, but they did take a lot of losses, so was it really worth it for the rebel cause? Let's find out. Let's check out the losses we see here. Whole lot got just chopped to bits right here, but down this alleyway, they completely destroyed the stormtroopers. They really, yeah, that was rough for them. For the stormtroopers, I mean. Out here in the open here, the rebels did take a lot of losses, I would say, outnumbering any of the Imperial positions that were around this area. And then, let's see, they took a couple losses as they got closer, but not too many. It was right here in this choke point where they started to take just monumental losses, a lot of dead rebels here. But I don't know who outnumbered who in losses. I would say probably the rebels lost more, but it was pretty dang near even. Just wondering if it was worth it for this Imperial base for them to lose so many soldiers, especially when they are so outnumbered in this war. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.